How's
Okay.
life treating you?
Life is good. Sessions today, very, very sweet. There was this husband we were speaking to who had passed away, and he was talking to his wife. And at the end of it, he said, I had to write it down because it was like, he's
So
like, you are
beautiful.
everything to me. Why would I want less for you? Because she was talking about, what about this relationship I'm in, really struggling with it. And the way he said it, it was
So
just
beautiful.
with every fiber of him, and it was like, oh, I'm about to fall apart.
Right, like true love. True love. That's what
Yes,
love is, not ownership. Yeah.
yes,
Want her to
it
be
was really
good.
great.
So beautiful. Um, my hi everybody who's there. I guess I should ask who's there. Like I assume I
Everyone,
know everyone. Hi Griff,
we
I
have
love
a
you. Mom, I love
large
you.
amount. He's saying hi. What? He goes, "Aren't you going to tell me that I look good today?" And I was like, "Why? What did you do different?" He's like, "I cut my hair." I was like, "I can't tell. I'm so sorry." He looks just the same.
Same, yeah.
It's really short on the sides, and it's fuller on top. It's not a buzz cut or anything.
You're handsome, Griff. You're beautiful. Looks weren't your issue, that's for sure. They weren't your
He's
problem,
he's doing his he's doing his smoldering look. I
right?
can't do it.
Trying to be sexy Griff for Jamie.
Yes, it's really funny.
Yeah. Ooh,
We do
he's like,
have
"Do
a
you see it, Jamie? Do you see
I
my
know.
sexiness?" Yeah.
I can't, I can't do it. It's so funny. We do have a lot more football players here today,
Hi, guys. Hi.
and we have these 6 people here. I don't know who. I know you. You're Chris. Chris is here.
Hi, Chris. I love you.
Peggy.
Hi, Peggy. How are you,
Peggy.
love?
Your mom.
Hi, Mom. I love you.
Your grandmother. Your mom's mom.
Hi, Grandma. I love you.
Oh, that's your uncle, and then that is
Uncle Raj.
Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Then my football players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 of them.
Damn, you guys. Hi.
They're sitting down, which is nice because
They're
7
big. I
football
know.
players standing in a room is like you have no room.
I know.
It's gone. We have 2 multidimensional beings,
Hi, guys. Hi, sweet peas.
the white and Pleiadian.
Palladian or
Pl-
Palladian, however it's
I
said.
don't know how to say it.
Me either.
And Stephanie? No,
Hi, Stephanie.
I did get it
Spielman.
right.
Yeah.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hmm.
And Griffin.
Hi, Griffy. Hi, Griff. I love you.
So these 5 I don't know, and I recognize most of the football players, probably like 4 out of 7. 3 of them I don't know. How's your team?
So Grandma,
Mhm.
Uncle Jack is dying. Your baby brother, 96 years old. He's the last one to go from your family, right? From your siblings. So I've been texting a little bit this morning. I've never met her in person, but his daughter, who's Kent's age, which blows our minds because my grandma was born in 1910, and so Uncle Jack was born in 1924. So yeah, right. So the cousin is Kent's age, and so it just blows our mind. Like Kent was like, "What the hell? Grandma passed away so long ago that it seems bizarre. That it blows our minds, you know." And Kent doesn't know Uncle Jack. I did know Uncle Jack. I loved him, and he's I think he's the baby of their family, and he's 96, and he was 50 when he met his wife Beth, who was 32, who had my cousin, who's still alive, Rebecca, who's Kent's age. So everybody always thought that Jack was her grandpa, but it's her dad. You know what I mean? But they adore it. Was something There's something very endearing about having a child when you're older because they adored her. I mean, I can't get it out of my head how much they talked about her. Like her mom passed away of cancer earlier, but they just she was their world. Like there's something to be said maybe for having a kid when you're older and you're a little bit more ready, maybe. because she was their world. Like, you knew she was loved for sure.
Your mom says a well-seasoned parent does cherish life differently than
Right,
a young parent.
right.
There's pros and cons to both.
I agree. I agree, Mom, because the energy might not be there. Yeah,
The energy not there, and she says it's a certain set of rules that come with it when you're older. And
right,
when you're younger, as a parent, you allow your child to make a lot more mistakes
right,
that is not going to harm them, but you're not aware enough to tell them not to make those mistakes. So
right,
there's a little bit more freedom in that essence. But in a seasoned parent, they're going to let you do things that a younger parent wouldn't, thinking that it would be dangerous, whereas a wiser person would say, go,
right,
try it on, see if it fits, you know?
right. So I guess he woke up
Mm.
yesterday. He's in hospice, and he woke up for his last hurrah. Probably is what I'm guessing. And
That's a
and
yes.
told and told her he loved her, and she said, "You're a good dad. You can go now." And that makes me sad because I had to tell my grandma that, and it's so hard to do. But he said, "What makes me a good dad?" And he's she explained to him the reasons why, and he already sees. Is this right, you guys? Is Helen in the room? His
hmm
sister and his brother Bill, who was my Uncle Bill, who I love dearly. I did not know Helen, but apparently my Uncle Bill asked for Helen too. I don't know why. She must be real nurturing or something.
She's
She's
the
one of the
best, is
twins.
what I heard.
She's a twin, one of the twins. But he said literally out loud, Helen, you got to help me figure this out. Like maybe he doesn't know how to let go. You know what I'm saying? And like has to figure it out, and she's helping him. That's Dylan and Halle Bear. Hi guys.
Hi, hi.
Yeah. So is that what he's asking? Is help to figure it out, or is he already like halfway in and out, or whatever?
Griffin says he's already halfway in and out, but he wants to
Okay.
make full transition because he sees how painful it is for the people who
Uh-huh.
are sitting around him. So
Right.
he's doing his best to,
Figure it out.
encourage his his release.
Right.
So he says we all go in and visit just like you guys do.
Right.
Like we go in and we visit him laying down in this room on the other side, and
Right.
we talk to him and encourage him to come and see us and play, and
Right.
because it'll
He
happen soon enough.
he wanted to get up. She thought he was hallucinating. Said, I don't think he's hallucinating because Kent and I talked about it. He wanted to get up. He's a very hard worker. Like he built the highways and stuff while he was alive and all this stuff. He did some amazing things when he was alive. But like his friend wanted to build a ranch after his wife died, so he moved to Texas and they built the whole ranch, and like he was a worker bee, he loved that. And so he wanted to get up because his dogs, he's talking to his dogs, or he thinks his dogs are there and he needs to build them a fence. And Kent and I were like, that doesn't sound so crazy. He probably sees them. You know what I mean? And he's probably going to go to heaven. Even she said it after I said it. Yeah, it's not crazy. He's probably going to go to heaven and build a lot of stuff and work.
Griffin's laughing. He'll go to dog heaven first,
Right,
and then he'll
exactly.
make it over to people heaven. And
Right,
Griffin goes, listen, for anybody watching, that is not a true thing. It's just a
right,
place we all go to. It's not separate.
right, exactly, exactly. Does Griffin, do you see him too?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
He said
Is
it'll
he
be a few days at max.
okay? Is he in pain or no?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. He feels discomfort, like you're getting pinched, but not pinched hard enough to scream.
Right.
Where you can't move the way that you want to, or kind of get out or go where you want to.
Uh-huh.
He goes, but that's it.
Right, right. He was a sweet man. You're gonna love him, Griff. He was a very sweet man from what I remember. Yeah.
He's very creative. He goes, I like
Yeah.
that about him.
Yeah. It's so weird, Jamie and everybody, when you think about it, all he saw and all my grandma saw, like he was in World War II. That's just mind blowing, you know?
hmm
Yeah, mind blowing. I mean, they saw with no cars, no TV to now. Like,
I know
whoa.
all the technology and the electronics and communication,
Right, right.
from taking a boat to planes to all of it. It's just crazy. What a time.
Yeah, Grandma, I remember we were in the restroom one time, you and I was like, oh my gosh. I said, you have to put your hands under the water to wash your hands. And she goes, pretty soon the paper towels will jump out at you. And they do, Grandma. They do. You were right.
She's giggling. She says, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. I think that's why she lived so long, is that she loved life and she loved the change. Like, she just went with it. She was fine with it.
She said, I had friends who didn't.
Right.
I had friends who
Fought it.
pushed against it.
Yeah.
And she says, and they were miserable for it. She says, I
Right.
think people are so innovative. Why not celebrate all the inventions that have been done?
Right. Absolutely.
And she says, and mark that down, whoever's listening. Invention. She paused. I was like, oh, we're going, right? She's inventions made by anyone,
Right.
child,
Right.
teenager,
Right.
elderly. She
Right.
was, it's not a young man's game
Right.
or
Everybody.
woman.
Right. Everybody. Yeah, but that's just nostalgic for me because I don't know, I loved my Uncle Jack, and when I was little I grew up with my Uncle Bill, he's calling for too. He's calling him Billy though in the room. And so it's just weird that he's going home now. You know, it's beautiful, but it's weird, and my heart goes out to his daughter because I know she's so tight with him and so close. But I said, can you imagine the celebration they're going to have? You know, I don't know how many kids there were, like 9 or 11. I don't know. A lot. Too many to count. And so it's like the reunion they're going to have, right? Grandma, you guys are going to have a big reunion?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
She said there were 11,
Yeah.
and there
That's
were
what
too
I
many
told
to
her.
count.
Right? That's what I thought. And so anyway, so I just wanted to tell y'all that I've been talking with her, and so watch after her because I know she's sad. But she gets it. She lost a brother. I didn't know this. I knew she lost a brother, but I didn't. She probably told me and I didn't hear it. I was grieving so heavy for Griff, but he played football, you guys, and at 25 he got addicted to opiates because of pains from football, and he passed away. And his name was Cliff, and he was and it was from her mom's first marriage, so it's not Jack's first blood son, but he's already over there. And they think that's why, she was telling me this morning, she thinks that's why her mother Beth's cancer came back. The doctor told her if you don't stop grieving, she had beat cancer, it's going to come back, and it did, and it took her life, you know, years ago. Um, uh, do you know that, Grandma? You guys all know that, yeah.
Hmm.
But that was football, even back then. Like, yeah,
The cousin is here.
yeah.
He's in the lineup.
Cliff, yeah,
He's 2 over from Chris.
yeah. Is he okay?
Yes.
Good.
A little starstruck
Yeah. I
from
told
the
her,
corner of football players.
yeah, right? Did your, just so you know, to put your sister at peace, because I told her this morning, overdose doesn't hurt, right? Did it hurt when you died?
No, he's saying no. No.
Right? Exactly. And you're probably not in pain anymore.
No. He said he was just coming in and saying hi, and he's taken off.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Peace out.
Okay.